All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Cyclone Fanatic Halftime Show. Matt Van Winkle, Jared Stansberry, and of course Bret Meyer here to break down the first half. Iowa State up 17-7 over TCU. Want to thank our sponsors, of course, Karl Chevrolet. You just saw the pre-roll ad of them. Ames and Des Moines Eye Care and Nebraska Furniture Mart. I saw some stuff out at Nebraska Furniture Mart. They had the Black Friday stuff going on today. I'm sure, Jared, they've probably got a ton of other sales going on throughout the weekend, so make sure and check them out. All right, guys, let's break this down. 17-7. Iowa State leads it. Breece Hall, man, let's just start with him. Set the record, the NCAA record for most touchdowns consecutively in a game. What is it, Jared? 24?
24, yeah.
I mean, that's really impressive. Bret, what have been your overall takes from Breece from his career at Iowa State? I mean, this guy, there's never really been another guy like him other than Troy Davis. But what are just your overall thoughts on Breece?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's following one of the best backs we've ever had in David Montgomery. And, I think you could probably pretty easily say he's better than what we had before when 32 was back there. So exciting to watch, and it's so good to see him. I mean, selfishly, as somebody who likes to see guys, especially at that position, go play in the NFL, I almost hope this is his last game, at least at Jack Trice Stadium. And, he's probably going to be the first back taken, if not, the first or second. And I'd love to see him get kind of a walk-off moment, if you will, in that touchdown that broke the record there. And it's a record that stood for since how long was it?
It's like
1950s,
since like not quite that old. It was 1970.
Okay, 70. So I mean, it's been around forever. And so I mean, that just to me, it's consistency. Every week shows up. I don't know if he's ever missed a game for injury, and hasn't always had the best creases to run through, the best offensive line in front of him, and he still produces. And I think that's probably going to be the number one thing when NFL scouts turn on the tape and see how hard he had to work for his yards and what he was able to do.
Can I just say too, this is nothing, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but when you look at the list of the top 5 for that record, where it's, now Breece, Bill Burnett, Lee Suggs from Virginia Tech, Derrick Henry, and Monte Ball, and it's like that this guy Bill Burnett had that record for so long, and it's just, like Monte Ball and Derrick Henry were two of like the best college football running backs of the last 10 years, and then you've got this guy Bill Burnett that just is, you cannot match that record. That's really funny.
Yeah. Well, then you had Jairo Brock, obviously. I mean, two long rushing touchdowns for Iowa State. I mean, two guys. I mean, it was great to see Jairo. You could see Coach Campbell getting pretty pumped for him on the sideline too. So I mean, a couple of nice rushing touchdowns for Iowa State in the first half. Throwing the ball, I mean, Charlie Kolar has just been unstoppable. I mean, we've seen that the last few games from him. He's been at his best lately these last few games, and it's great to see him performing the way he is.
Yeah, for sure. Think with Charlie, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You got it.
Okay. I was just going to talk about, like, at the top of tight ends get open kind of at the top of their routes, right? And he's just unbelievable, kind of in the middle of the field, whether it's an in or out breaking route, doesn't really matter. He's always, he's never going to catch a ball short of the sticks, and he's reliable. And, teams obviously are going to focus on him and try to double him. He still gets open, and, obviously him and Brock got a great thing going, but he's another guy that I think has absolutely improved his stock NFL-wise by coming back and playing another year. And, he's the best tight end we've had by a long shot. And, I'll be sad to see him go. Both him and Chase have had great careers for us at that position. But, he's just continuing his tear. He's gotten so much better, and he's gotten healthier throughout the year, and it's been fun to watch.
Jeff and I talked about this on our pregame radio show for today. Would you guys be shocked at all if Charlie was one of the 2 or 3 best tight ends in the NFL in like 5 years?
No, I mean, if you look at, I actually thought about this when I was watching some of the games yesterday and the type of tight ends that are really having success right now. I mean, outside of the guy, Kyle Pitts in Atlanta, there isn't any like 4-3 just freak guys that are running. It's not like the Vernon Davis and early in his career. It's more like the big, tall, long guys who are great route runners and are doing a good job. So no, I wouldn't be surprised at all. He gets in the right system and knows how to use a tight end, and I think he's one of those guys that could have a 10, 12, 15-year career and be extremely productive.
What's up, Rob Gray?
Yeah, you can't hear
Rob
me.
Gray, man.
I'll tell him you say
hi. So let's talk a little bit about Duggan. I mean, he had a pretty good half. I mean, 8 for 14, 150 yards and a touchdown. I mean, it looked like Iowa State was just going to kind of go into the half, pitching a shutout, and then Duggan throws a bomb for a touchdown, beat our corner. I don't know who was on the coverage on that, Jared. Was it Johnson?
Anthony Johnson.
Yeah. He missed a tackle. That's about it.
Yeah, he just missed a tackle.
And I mean, it's just, we've seen this from Duggan. He's playing injured right now, right? I think he does he have a hurt hand or something?
Seems like every quarterback in the Big 12 has a hurt hand at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been able to escape a lot. I mean, that's kind of what he's known for, is his, ability to break tackles and get out of the pocket and make a play. So, I mean, I think you really got to try in the second half, try and contain him better if you can. Brett, what do you think? What do you think the keys are for the second half for Iowa State?
Yeah, I mean, I think the only way they can beat us is if Duggan continues to. I mean, he's got 48 yards rushing. That's probably the big stat. And him extending plays is what keeps them in games, and is the easiest way to break down a defense. We have a couple chances to bring him down and get sacks in the backfield, and he's extended plays and gotten positive yards. So I think just if we can contain him. Not really concerned about he's not some pure passer that's going to drop back and hit you 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's the guy that's going to extend plays and kind of break the back of your defense. So if we can contain that, which I think we will, against quarterbacks like this, you're just very timely in your pressures. I think we'll be fine.
Man, I thought Brock was finally going to connect on a deep ball to X. I feel like he's had so many of those close ones this year and just hasn't been able to get it, Jared. I mean, he's had a few guys wide open today, or not wide open, but open down the field, and
stay busy down there.
Seems like he can't connect very well. So,
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's probably, Brett can probably speak to this better than me, but that seems like the thing that probably holds Brock back a little bit is like a NFL prospect is just he doesn't have that arm and the deep throwing, the deep ball ability that you would like to see from that position. And I mean, that's something that's no different than what it's ever been, But yeah, I mean, still, it's hard to be mad about being 14 to 21 for 115 yards, and you got the lead, so it hasn't done anything to hurt him at this point.
It's crazy to see how much more time he has to throw compared to last week too. You could tell just from that first drive, it's night and day difference. TCU's defense versus Oklahoma's are not quite the same, just to put it lightly. So
yeah, I think to your point about the NFL and Brock is, I mean, the guys that are having success are kind of the freaks, right? Whether it's Herbert or obviously Mahomes, those guys with that massive arm talent. And I don't think the scouts are going to see that, whether he has it at a pro day. He'll get an opportunity because, I think he's better than probably just about every experienced backup in the league. So, you'll have an opportunity to have a nice career, but it may be tough to be a starter just based on what you're looking for right now.
You're saying you think that Chad Henne couldn't beat out Brock Purdy for the backup starting job for the Chiefs?
I don't know. What do you think? Well, situations like that, probably not, because they're just going to want a guy they know. But I mean,
I was just kidding.
There's some bad. I know.
Chad Henne.
Hey, he won a playoff game last year, so
yeah, he did.
They're gonna trust. They're probably not going to trust a rookie in that spot. But
no.
Who knows? Hopefully, he gets a good shot and gets drafted. I think he should. But
I mean, how about Mike Rose? That ball went right through his hands. He would have had another interception on senior day.
Yeah, it didn't look to me like he could lift his arms up. Something looked off. I almost feel like somebody with a future like that maybe shouldn't be playing, but whatever.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of kid you would have a really hard time keeping off of the field, even if he had one arm though.
Yeah, 100%. He's a gamer. I mean, he started 49 straight games, which I started 48 at quarterback, and that's hard to do. I couldn't imagine doing that at linebacker with how physical and how involved he is. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. Jared, was that I've seen the highlights of the senior day stuff, with Coach Campbell saying, his farewells to the seniors. That's pretty emotional. It seemed like there was some tears shed from Coach and some of the players.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it was something that everybody kind of relished in. Some of the guys were doing some funny stuff as they were, running out onto the field. But, man, it was just cool. I think you could tell that, there's the video that John Schaefer shot. You can just tell how much he loves these guys. And you can tell, too, how sad he's going to be to see him go. And just pretty cool moment, man, just to be able to honor those guys and, you know, give them their due for what they've been able to do for the program.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's hopefully they can close this thing out, put up a couple more scores, and the defense will do its thing, guys. Brett, man, appreciate your help all season, and we'll do this one more time, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Jared, appreciate you. You guys will have, I'm guessing you'll do the instant reaction tonight. You and Rob will have post game.
If I am, I don't know that, but I guess I might be on the hook for it too.
Somebody will get it done for us.
Yeah, we'll get it
Chris
done.
Will be on Chris will be on the call of the basketball game tonight. So you got a double header tonight, football and basketball, and I got triple header with the woman going down in Florida. I think I saw they were up.
Yeah,
at
they're
halftime,
playing right now. Yeah, they're playing right now.
Yeah,
Jared,
cool.
How good is that kid, the Bates kid from Memphis? Has he been playing well this year? You followed it?
I mean, yeah, he's the one that's going to be more interesting to watch is a kid named Jalen Duren, he's more of a big man. He's 6'11". He weighs like 260 pounds. Dude, he is a dog. He's the kind of guy with.
He's just going to get big.
Yeah, with George Condit, you pat George Condit on the butt and you say, "Hey, I believe in you, man. Good luck." And then you go.
He's just going to get in foul trouble, and George will be out half the game. So.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. I believe in George. I think George can get the job done. But man, this is a different kind of cat that you're going to have to be guarding today for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to watch.
He had 22 points and 19 rebounds in the game. Yeah, 22 points and 19 rebounds in one of their games earlier this year. And he averages about 5 blocks a game. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah. That'll be a problem.
Dang. Okay. Well, thanks for that preview, Jared.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks again to our sponsors,
everybody.
Karl Chevrolet, Moines Eye Care, and Nebraska Furniture Mart. Enjoy the second half. We'll see you guys later.